Weiss here for the Glue Bomb Show. Today I have a review for you on this kit. This is the MPC Trike. I picked this up at Walmart around Christmas time, and I finally got a chance to put it together, and I got to tell you, it's a pretty nice kit. Now, normally I stick with the box art. I try to make it as much like the box art as I possibly can. This one I went a little bit of a different direction, and mainly it's just a color situation. I decided to go with a lighter color. I decided to go with a yellow and an orange. Now, I would love to tell you that's simply because that's what I wanted, and that is part of it. But part of it is there's this kind of fluorescent magenta metallic color that they have on this box art, and I have to be honest, I couldn't find it anywhere. So I went with the yellow and orange. I think it came out pretty nicely, all in all. You can see it a little bit there. I did use the flame decals. What I was really hoping for was to get a little bit more yellow on these fenders, but I laid the orange on last, and I did this with rattle cans to try and get that ombre effect, and it worked pretty well on the sides, but on the top it spread out a little too much, but I'm okay with it. I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. You can see it's got this kind of really unusual injector stack situation here with the forks of the motorcycle running right down the middle of the engine. I don't know if that would really work in the real world, but it sure did make a cool looking little trike here. They got nice decals on here. They have a multitude of decals. There's a lot of different ways you could go on this. And they give you 3 different colors of glass. They give you purple, orange, and clear. And I decided that since purple and yellow are complementary, I would go with purple and yellow. I don't know if I made the right choice, but it looks all right. I'm pretty happy all in all. Great kit, fit together pretty nicely. The injector stacks went in really nicely. They put nice fat pins on them. Because sometimes, you know, when you put injector stacks in, they're going all wonky in different directions. It can be really hard to get them to line up. That went really well here, so I was happy with that. The engine's sitting just a little bit crooked, and the reason for that is the body is just a little bit too far apart where the engine mounts go. I'm not sure if I could have done anything about that. There is a caution I want to give you, okay? This doesn't make it a bad kit, but it is something that will frustrate you when you're building if you're not careful. The first assembly step in this whole thing is putting this 2-piece body together. It's split right down the middle, so I did that, and I put it together, and I decided I wanted to putty up all those seams and make it look really slick, okay? And I did pretty well on it. It came out pretty smoothly. There's a little joint here that was pretty hard, and I really had to putty it to get it in, and I did. And I got it all ready to go, so it was all ready to paint, got it painted, and then I started building. And when I got to the part where you put the forks on, it says you're supposed to spread that joint apart to stick the forks in there. I already had it painted, puttied, and glued. So, here's what happened. I really don't care if you can steer that front wheel. So, right here in the middle, I cut it. I cut the forks. I scraped off the chrome. I put a lot of glue in it, glued it in place. It's permanently structured there, but it'll work. So you basically have 2 options on this. You can either leave that seam open until you're done assembling and then try to paint all around this chrome, or you can cut that fork and put it back together. That's what I did. It worked out all right for me. Again, if you want to be able to steer it back and forth and everything, you're not going to want to do that, but I just thought it worked out just fine doing it this way. So, again, really nice build. They got these nice 5-spoke wheels on the back. They've got, of course, a thin motorcycle tire on the front, typical of a chopper. This is supposed to be for drag racing. I'm not sure how you would take that down a drag strip, but I'll take their word for it. Anyway, a really nice kit. Had a good time with it. And that's good because, as you know, model building is supposed to be fun. Get one of these if you get a chance. They're really fun. Have a good day.